This is the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast, and I'm your host, Trudy Simmons from the Daisy Chain Group, providing platforms and opportunities for businesswomen to be seen and heard. This platform is for the women entrepreneurs that want to hear the real stories of what it takes to be yourself and run a business with all the different hats that you might have to wear. Come and join the Shine On You Crazy Daisy membership, offering online networking, co-working, collaboration, and monthly masterclasses for you to grow your knowledge. Go to thedaisychaingroup.com for more information. These are the platforms to hear and share the stories of the tenacious, the rebellious, and the resilient women that are working towards the future that they build for themselves and their families. Hello and welcome to the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast. And today I am thrilled and excited to introduce you to Adey from Adey Coaching. Kate, thank you so much for being involved in Shine On You Crazy Daisy book 5 and in the podcast. Please tell us about your business.
Oh, amazing to be here. Thank you, Trudy. My business, so Adey Coaching, I coach two main things. First of all, parents who are going through parent transition. So pre, during, and also on return. I really do focus on the return, both for mums and for dads, mainly returning to corporate life. But I also work as a quality of mind coach, and I can go into that a little bit more detail later, working with leadership teams and with leaders one-to-one as well.
Amazing, thank you. What I loved was whilst you're on maternity leave, as one does, you took up a master's and decided to write a dissertation on women returning to work after maternity leave. Was it cathartic to do this? And could you see the pitfalls in the corporate environment that needed to be addressed?
Well, yes, I did take on the mighty feat of doing a master's, but it just felt like the right thing. Was it cathartic? I would say that to a certain extent, yes, because I actually wanted to do this research with talking to women about the challenges that they were facing returning to corporate life. So to be able to actually do that and spend time with these women was absolutely wonderful. The less cathartic thing was actually having a baby to do it, with as well. So what was really, I think, a challenge for myself, but also an opportunity, was to be able to it not be about an A grade, but to be about how can I write research in the best times, in the best moments when the baby's asleep, but then also drop it and pick it back up again. And that's what I did. So it was kind of semi-cathartic. And to your second question, did it sort of open up, I suppose, open up ways of seeing what corporates were lacking and what they weren't doing? Yes, definitely. There was definitely some gaps in the way that they weren't listening to those women who were challenged by the return to work. The support that managers were providing wasn't adequate. Those were kind of the two main areas, really, and there's lots more detail as well. But definitely highlighted what they could do and improve the services that they were offering.
Well, it would have absolutely given you a blueprint as well for your business in the future. But I would think to speak to those women and see how they might have been treated in going back to work and how they felt, I don't think was being addressed or is still being addressed in a lot of places. So what a brilliant blueprint to have. In the chapter, you talk about the non-rational exploration and refining my way of seeing myself, others, and reality. How have you found this and what has it given you?
Yeah, that might sound a bit of a mouthful, but what it really has given me is an opportunity to really understand the nature of our being and the nature of reality in a very different way. Now, we can go through life believing a lot of what is going on in our lives and actually also believing that it's real and true. So take feelings or emotions, for example. We often kind of get very caught up in the feelings and emotions and believe that they're coming from something outside of us. Now, what I've done through years of questioning and being curious and challenged my own experience and being part of many different groups of doing this is actually looking, well, feelings come, but actually, can we ask a question of just sitting with it? Is this feeling, is this feeling me, or am I aware of this feeling? And actually you begin to know, I am aware of this feeling. And this feeling doesn't take a bit of me away. The feeling just goes. So there's a lot of kind of deep questioning that then allows one to be able to tap into what comes before our psychology, if you like, to see. So what it brings is freedom, the love that we are, peace, and an ability to be able to deal with one's challenges in life. Because we have ups and downs. That's what life is about. It can be a roller coaster, but you begin to have a very different perspective and way of dealing with those challenges, because you no longer see it in the same way.
Yeah, I think what I loved in reading that was, for a start, it said non-rational exploration. And I think that as humans, and especially when you start your own business, you feel like this isn't a rational response in a lot of ways. And to explore those feelings and how you're reacting, it is an incredible gift if you're able to see it for yourself.
Yeah. And I think once you've seen it for yourself and you've had the realization, because I think the key is the realization, you never unsee it. That's the beauty of it as well. It's there with you for life, because it is who, it is what you are anyway. Because all that noise and that clutter that we put in front of ourselves or in our lives is just the noise and the clutter that we can just, get rid of. Or it just we don't see it in the same way.
Quality of mind sounds like a game changer. Tell us more about it.
And it's difficult to do in maybe 30 seconds. However, I will do my best. It is a game changer, and I could say that because having worked with leaders in a kind of much more beliefs, values-driven leadership development programs that are mainly focused on psychometrics and being able to help you to see perhaps that character of you in a better way, what quality of mind does is none of that. It actually goes straight, cuts through all of that, allows you to see what is going on, but goes straight to the I am and the nature of our being. How it does that, that's the kind of magic, if you like. But what it does is go before our psychology, if I can use kind of the word upstream. So we go, way back, and almost the layers of who we think we are just begin to fall away. And the magic in that is that then you, again, in leaders, begin to be able to relate to people differently, because you don't actually see the separation that is an illusion, but that we all fall into every day of our lives. So, gosh, hopefully that's given it in a nutshell. And maybe if people are interested, give me, get in touch. I'm happy to chat to you.
When it's the way that words are put in front of you and you think, crikey, that really resonates. And having a quality of mind just gives you such a visceral feeling of, yes, that's what I want. I want to have that quality of being able to think for myself and in a way that is going to benefit me, my family, my community, whatever you want it to be able to do. And just reading that in your chapter and reading the way that you described it's brilliant.
Well, it is life-changing. I think it's and the quality, if I can use kind of an analogy with an aperture, the quality when you have that wide aperture and feel alive and live, just vibrant, and can tap into the confidence and the resilience that is us anyway, that is the beauty. And being able to actually live in that space rather than in the mind, let's say, in a very contracted aperture where we see ourselves as very limited and everything's very heavy and stressful and hard. I mean, why would you want to be that? But a lot of us do. A lot of us live too many hours of our lives in that very closed, tight aperture of life. And it's a wonderful, wonderful way to work with people, because it what sort of unleashes, just who we really are, really. It's fantastic.
I love it. If there was one lesson that you would want every entrepreneur to know, what would it be?
Oh, good question. It would be to create your own personal or professional board of directors. So I think, that can mean different things for different people, but for me, it's like finding that mentor. So that, finding that marketing person, finding the finance person, not trying to do it all yourself. So I think that is the biggest thing. Begin to look at your own board of directors. Who are they? How can you create it? What do you need? And not feel as though everything falls on your plate, because that's my my biggest learning myself.
You just reminded me, I used to have a board of directors, which was a group of friends that would meet up on a Monday night for drinks in Manly in Sydney. And we would all meet up and say about the problems that we got at that point in our businesses, and then the others would jump in. And when they're that level of people and people that you respect and that you know, like, and trust, some of those things that they would say were just great against you, but everybody's got your best interests at heart. And I think that's the thing about finding, as you said, a mentor, people around you, your tribe of people that lift you up. They may say things that you don't like, but it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to be challenged. You need to be supported. But and also having the expertise, particularly I think around marketing. I've just finally kind of realized, I need someone else to help me do so many different things. So invaluable.
What's your favorite business book?
Well, for mine, the one that keeps cropping up and has influenced my way of being and sort of where I am now, where I keep dipping into it as well and sharing it with clients, with coaching clients, is Rhonda Byrne's The Greatest Secret. Amazing book. It brings in so many different voices from the teachings of non-duality, and it's spiritual, but it's so practical as well. Life-changing book, definitely a must buy.
The Great Secret. Thank you so much, Kate. This has been an absolute pleasure, and thank you so much for being involved in the book and the podcast.
Thank you so much, Trudy, for inviting me, and loved doing this with you.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please like the video and click the subscribe button for this channel for more inspiration. If you're a businesswoman looking for that community that will support you and lift you up, come and join the Shine On You Crazy Daisy membership, offering online networking, co-working, collaboration, and monthly masterclasses to grow your knowledge. Go to thedaisychaingroup.com for more information. And for even more inspiration, please go to the link under the video and get your copy of the Shine On You Crazy Daisy series of books with inspirational and motivating stories from businesswomen around the world.